Sonatesh, the WWE Draft for 2024 is over and done with.
Yeah.
Second night was much better than the first night.
I thought they were both disappointing. I cannot lie. I thought there'd be more changes, but clearly not.
But there's a weird stipulation though that the rosters don't actually lock, do they, till the 6th?
Yeah, after Backlash.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason. So there might be 1 or 2 more changes. But yeah.
They've really tried to copy the whole NFL sort of thing. Like the whole war room and stuff like that.
I think it's better than the other versions they've done of the draft before.
Nah, give me the randomizer back. I keep seeing clips on that again.
Yeah, that's a product of its time whenever you watch that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what we expected. Our draft predictions weren't exactly outlandish and out there. And
no, ours was safe. There was one surprise for me that got there, but we'll get into it.
There was one surprise, 2 that are linked that were a weird swap over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't really know. So they said obviously the champions couldn't move, bar the tag champs get defended. The women's tag champs get defended on both brands.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So then the first pick on SmackDown Friday night was Bianca Belair. No change there. Raw went with Jey Uso. Putting Jey Uso as number 2 was a very weird decision in my head. But I suppose
he's the top babyface any Raw.
While Seth's injured.
Yeah. And then you get the first surprise, but not really a surprise, but a surprise, where Carmella who?
My man, Mr. Haynes. You so gaslit me during that episode. I said Haynes, then said Hayes, then said Haynes, then you questioned me, so I thought Haynes must be right.
I'm sure in previous episodes of the We'll Make a Fan Out of You podcast, quick plug, you've said Carmelo Haynes before as well, and I've just ignored it.
I think I've interchanged it.
Yeah.
I call him Hayes or Haynes. It's because I normally call him Carmelo. I don't normally use his surname. Me and my boy are tight.
You're on a first name basis.
First name basis, yeah. Quite a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's one of the downfall of the AEW stars is I know all their first names, don't know their surnames. Yeah. Then Seth freaking Rollins was 4th. That was good love shown to him. He could have just been not in the draft.
No, I don't get why he's in. That was a waste of a person, I thought, because he's going to be out for a good 7-8 months, I would have thought.
Yeah, depending on how well it goes. But I suppose you've still got to kind of put that on there because he's still on all the posters for stuff.
Yeah.
He's just not advertised for actual events.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then I didn't actually watch much SmackDown, so I've just seen the clips of the people being drawn.
Yeah, so you have Cody announcing SmackDown and Triple H doing Raw.
Yeah.
And then...
which was fun to see.
Yeah. And then you get onto round 2 and SmackDown's first pick of round 2. Makes no sense. I don't get drafts. But it was Randy Orton. Understandable.
Yeah. He's, again, one of the top poster boys, if you like, for SmackDown. So
yeah,
it's a bit weird when not everyone's in the pot. They only showed you which stars were available each night. So you were like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
they're going to here, they're going to
it seemed like it was very rushed.
It almost... I think because they're trying to fit it in a SmackDown episode and a Raw episode, it needs to be its own.
Yeah, it needs to be like a social media thing, I think, like a live on YouTube.
Yeah, network, Peacock, YouTube thing where it's, 2 hours of just drafts.
Yeah.
Do little video snippets, interviews. Have it where they come out on stage, shake the GM's hand or whatever.
And then go from there. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how the NFL draft works as much now. I've seen the NBA draft, though, numerous times because I'm more of a basketball fan. And that seems to be how they do it most of the time.
Yeah. And then on Raw, they pick Bron Breakker.
Yes, we're going to tie this one into the 4th round from night 1 because Andrade and Bron Breakker just basically swapped over for reasons unknown.
Which made no sense because they both debuted at the Royal Rumble. That following week, they both signed for their brand, so I don't know.
No, I don't. I think Andrade did. I don't think Bron Breakker signed.
Bron Breakker signed for SmackDown.
Yeah, but I don't think he signed the next one. I think it was 1 or 2.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because there was a bit, I think, where Bron Breakker went to different shows, didn't he?
Yeah, where he was on NXT as the NXT Tag Champ, and then
Jade Cargill as well. I think went between brands to do a little
tease. Yeah, and then you get Nia Jax moving to SmackDown.
Yeah, and this is a bit more of a balancing act. which you couldn't quite tell at this point. It was a bit of a random one.
Yeah.
But then as you get into night 2 later on, it was like, oh.
Kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, then she still had a match Monday night.
Yeah. And then you get Liv Morgan staying on Raw.
Yeah. And it's going to be what it is, isn't it? The revenge tour's in full swing.
Yeah. Good old revenge tour. And then you go straight into round 3, and I would have preferred to have LA Knight on Raw. I was hoping he'd go, yeah. Staying on SmackDown, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm a bit like you. I'd like to see him on Raw, but then who do you swap over for him?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. You've already got Jey Uso there. If Jey Uso wasn't the top babyface on Raw,
you would have got LA Knight, yeah.
Yeah, he would have been the obvious pick.
And then Ricochet. And then
you've got Ricochet staying on Raw, which makes more sense than anything because it's the Continental Championship.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to be involved in that picture. Or maybe tag with Andrade. Who knows?
Stupid. So stupid.
I don't know. I quite enjoyed the match. You haven't seen Raw, but I've just watched the trios match between Andrade, Ricochet, and Jey Uso v. The Judgment Day.
Yeah, I get it.
Quite good.
I get it, but also...
Shout out the camera angle for the hot tag. I like that.
Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah,
and
you need to see that clip.
I'll have a look at it later. And then you get your boy, Sheamus.
Yeah, it's good to just stamp that, he's staying on Raw kind of thing.
Yeah, because he was classed as a free agent, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he got drafted. Or did he get drafted? Oh, he would have been drafted last year.
Yeah,
he just kind of...
because he got injured. Yeah.
And then SmackDown, AJ Styles, Raw picked Alpha Academy.
The entire Alpha Academy as well.
Yeah. And then SmackDown, as we already talked about, Andrade, Raw, Kiana James.
Never heard of her.
She's all right. I don't know how she'll get showcased on Raw.
Yeah.
To be honest.
They need women, don't they?
Stacked in the women department now. I'm more worried about SmackDown, to be honest.
Well, it depends, because what's going to happen with the women's tag titles? Are they getting split into brands, or are they going to pull triple duty?
So apparently, it's just they can appear on either of the brand as tag champions.
Okay. Makes sense.
I don't know if that's been specified properly, but I did see something on X or Twitter. So then... Let's do the social media announcements.
On Friday night, yeah. So
the only change was Baron Corbin going to SmackDown, which is nice to see.
I would have preferred him to go to Raw and have tag team with Bron Breakker as the War Dogs, because I thought that was really good. That's what I said in my predictions anyways, but... Yeah.
I feel like that's a safety net they can fall back on.
Yeah, because if the draft just fails, then... Everyone's going to go everywhere anyways, aren't they?
Yeah. So why call both of them up separately?
Yeah.
And then put them in a tag team?
Yeah.
It doesn't make as much sense. Bron Breakker needs to be showcased on his own in more than squash matches.
Yeah, exactly.
The Goldberg treatment at the moment is wearing a bit...
He's got the tattoo, so...
Yeah, although he had a nice stare down with Sheamus on Raw.
Yeah, you were saying,
I like you.
You've got it here. Have you had a burger?
You can have a banger.
Do you want to have a banger?
No, they mentioned bangers.
Yeah.
They mentioned bangers. They didn't mention bangers.
So
it was, and they had a weird interruption by Drew McIntyre trying to find CM Punk, which was hilarious throughout the entire night.
Yeah. I saw clips of that on TikTok, actually. The OC back on SmackDown. They were on NXT for a while. They had a bit of a stint on NXT recently. Cedric Alexander and Ashanti the Adonis, just tag teams, right?
Yeah. Shayna Baszler, A Stark staying where they are. Alba Fire and Ilsa Dawn
are going to Raw.
Ilsa.
Because they were on SmackDown, weren't they?
Yeah, but then they were trying to do like a whole brand change, an image change, and they had ideas, and they never got so now maybe they can kick off fresh. Ivar staying on Raw, which I like to see.
Yeah.
Although I hope he carries on appearing in NXT because it's hilarious.
It is, it's Viking and then
in the ring,
street clothes.
It's
great. It's funny. And then we head on to night 2, which was Monday Night Raw, which was the 29th of April, which is yesterday for us.
Yeah. I'm also salty that I carried on repping the Geek t-shirt.
Oh, sorry.
This, and you didn't.
I didn't get the memo.
I didn't think there was any to be out the memo. We're on about the draft.
No, you got to get the memo out.
Memos.
We've got to get memos.
Put it in the calendar.
Yeah, put it in the calendar, please.
We're organised. We have a calendar.
So
First pick was, Imperial.
Yeah, I think that's
minus one member.
Yeah, minus Giovinci.
Yeah. Who, poor bloke, not only has he been kicked out of that, he wasn't even in the draft. He was mentioned in social media. Poor bloke.
Bless him.
His life's fallen apart.
Yeah. And then SmackDown get Jade Cargill. They keep Jade Cargill.
Yeah. This is where the whole split in which stars could be called at what night was a bit strange, because Jade Cargill really should have been round one pick.
Yeah.
Arguably, the Bianca Belair spot should have been Jade Cargill to make it be like, wow.
Yeah, she's the first pick of the draft. Yeah, this girl's going to be a star sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Which again, Then Raw was Damage Control.
Big
this
shock.
is the one that shocked you most.
Big shock. Yeah, because I thought they'd stay on SmackDown and feud with Bayley, but no.
Yeah, I think they've now finished that off now. Haven't they? So they're going straight to, by the looks of it, it'll be Becky.
Good shout.
Early.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
They teased it. Liv Morgan had a match with Nia Jackson, won that, and then
Sky.
Becky confronts her saying, "Well done, you've got your
shot.
You've got your shot." And then her Damage Control walked past her and like, "Hey, look at this! There's a belt here. We want this belt.
We want it. Add to our collection."
Yeah.
And then just to carry on the Bloodline storyline, Kevin Owens staying on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No change there. He's fighting the Bloodline for like the 500th year in a row.
Yeah.
He'll be coming out grey and wrinkly in his 80s, still fighting.
He's already getting grey. He's just got to get wrinkly now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So then round two.
Yeah, CM Punk's first pick for Raw.
Yeah, makes sense.
SmackDown.
Keep the Pride.
Keep Pride.
Which I would have split them up by now, but I'm not Triple H.
Yeah, now that Authors of Pain have moved, I suppose it's a bit fresher for them.
Yeah.
But it'd be interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they're floundering, so they need
to do something, but we just don't know what.
Yeah.
This was a shock to you, I would have thought.
I didn't know he was going to be back so early, to be fair.
I didn't know he'd be a part of the draft because we thought the whole teasers would be him and the Wyatt 6 or Wyatt 5 or whatever it is.
I thought he might have come back, yeah.
Yeah.
But he looks like he's come back as a babyface.
Yeah. Yeah.
He does a save for Jay.
I'm sure he's gone to Turkey and had a hair transplant as well.
Who? Braun Strowman or MJF?
Both. They both went together, holding hands, skipping.
At the same time. Yeah. Yeah, he might have. Well done. He looked mean though. He looked like.
He looked jacked, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen at one point it looked like he cut a little bit. Now he's
back up. Yeah.
Monster of Men.
Yeah. And then what time is it?
Michael Cole got caught out here and got caught.
He's a perv, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's a perv. It's Tiffy time.
Yeah, it's Tiffy time.
Again, I'd like to see Tiffy Stratton be higher up the list.
Yeah, I would have had a part of the round one.
Yeah.
She got round 2. That makes sense.
Yep, and she's got a big opportunity at Backlash in a triple threat.
Yep. And then we go straight into round 3, and a deadbeat dad and his cronies are on Raw now. But they're going to bully Dominic.
Including Carlito, who they've fallen out with on Friday, so that's going to be interesting to see.
I don't get it.
Carlito's
Maybe,
the one who beat up Dragon Phoenix.
Yeah, I know that. I know who Carlito is.
You just said you didn't get it.
No, I don't get why he's a part of that crew.
Well, they haven't kicked him out yet.
Oh.
They didn't finish the paperwork before the transfer.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And then they finally split them up from Legend of the Fantastic 5. Is there 5 of them? I think there's 5 of them.
No, there's 4.
No, there's Elektra Lopez as well.
There's Santos, there's Angel, there's Humberto, and Elektra. It's 4.
I feel like there's one more.
No, you're a liar. You're lamplighting me again.
Look, 2 of them move really quickly, so it might just be that got blurry.
They turn into a 3rd. So, what's their stable? What are their faction?
Legado di Fantasma.
Legado del Fantasma.
That's what I said.
Legado D. You've got the E and L.
Nah, you don't need an E and L.
Yeah.
Look, I'll teach you Spanish.
Thank you. And then we get Drew McIntyre staying on Raw.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre then kicked off and chased CM Punk for 3/4 of the night.
Yeah.
It was a good time. Shinsuke Nakamura's SmackDown, which
I think he needs it.
Gives him a few new when he does appear.
I think he should be a face again and go after Logan Paul. That would be a good matchup I'd like to see.
Yeah, that would be definitely an interesting, and I can definitely see that happening.
Yeah, me too.
Round 4, much to the chagrin of, I think it's Dominic who made the comment saying
how we fall
in the 4th round.
Yeah.
But yeah, Judgment Day, including JD McDonough with his NFL ring stuck in his head.
Yep.
Which was brilliant.
Yeah, oh god, I saw the clip and then like even Damien's like, holy what?
Yeah, they take it down and then he wrestles in the match with it.
Yeah.
There's some good face paint or
whatever it is. Yeah, it's good.
Stuck on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, SmackDown then keeps Naomi. Yep. Raw calls up Dragunov.
What's his first name?
Ilya.
Okay, you got that right.
I'm not on first name terms.
Oh, right, okay.
He's Mr. Dragunov.
He's scary, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be nice to see if he does end up joining Imperium or if they're going to kick off Gunther versus Dragunov.
Right off the Bash at Berlin. Ilya is German, I think.
I'll trust you on that one. I know he's European.
I'll just go with European as well. But Bash at Berlin, I can see that happening.
This will turn out to be like, what do you call it?
Yeah. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven going to SmackDown.
Yeah. And the whole Adam Pearce was like, yes, finally got rid of Chelsea Green.
Coldest problem now.
Yeah. Gives them some fresh matchups. I still think they could have done Chelsea Green winning the belt or Piper Niven winning the belt.
And Chelsea Green thinking she was champion, yep. Yeah.
They missed that trick.
That would have been fantastic. I would have loved that.
That would have been great. A load of people would have cried online going, you're copying.
No, it would have been great, yeah. Even me, as a big super fan, I would have thought that would have been great.
Yeah.
So
round 5, Raw, keep the New Day. I don't know about this one. I would have liked to see them go to SmackDown.
I agree.
Just fresh.
And I would have swapped the tags around. So Pretty Deadly staying on SmackDown. I would have brought them over to Raw.
Yeah, I had that feeling as well.
And you called this one, didn't you?
Yeah, I felt like this one was a bit of the obvious NXT.
So Lyra Valkyrie.
Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah. Valkyria?
Yeah.
Or Valkyrie?
Valkyria.
Fans.
Valkyria. Read it.
Okay, Valkyrie. That's what I've heard on NXT.
Valkyria.
So Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Indy Heelwell. They're moving over to SmackDown.
Yeah, which they just beat Maxine Dupree again.
Yeah. But Indy Hartwell's still a heel now, isn't she? So.
Well, they're both heels. Yeah. Candice has turned Indy heel. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what I suppose they're going to fill a bit of the Damage Control.
Yeah.
I would like to see them carry on with the Alpha Academy angle though, because Maxine, they've shown now that she's improving. I would like for her to get the win over.
Yeah.
It was a bit sloppy how it ended. Maxine dominated. Indy got involved and distracted her, and then she just got beat this week. It's a bit black.
Yeah. Okay.
Round 6 then. Final Testament goes to Raw.
Would have had them in NXT. I would have kept them in NXT.
Yeah, unless they can freshen them up a little bit and maybe have one.
Give Karrion Kross a bit of a push. He is good.
Yeah. He's held back a bit by the group.
Yeah, AOP are great, and I think they'll be a good tag.
Yeah, but just as a stable, I don't feel like it's right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And
this one surprised me.
Yeah, we were talking about this, wasn't it? DIY.
Yeah, going to SmackDown. Mm-hmm. I like the idea of it. I just didn't think it. I thought they were going to stick around, and maybe they were the ones to take the belts off of
Awesome Truth. Aren't they the number one contenders, or was that?
No.
Okay.
Yes, maybe. I can't remember.
You don't know? Shall I repeat the question?
All of the answers.
Thank you.
Raw then keep Bronson Reed.
Yeah, makes sense. Even though you wanted him to go to SmackDown, didn't you? No, did I say it?
Yeah.
One of us said it on our draft predictions.
I agreed.
Yeah. And then this one, I thought she would go to Raw, but yes, she did get a call up, but she's going to SmackDown. Blair Davenport, B. Priestley.
Yeah, and either she needs an Oscar for reaction because she generally looked really surprised, like she hadn't been told.
Yeah.
And Lyra didn't look like she knew either.
No. I don't think any of the NXT people knew just to keep. Obviously, you got Ilya and Carmelo.
I think them two knew.
Yeah.
I don't think the others knew.
No. And then the socials, right?
Interesting. Yeah, Apollo Crews SmackDown, Giovanna Vinci SmackDown, Tegan Knox SmackDown, Natalya stays on Raw, Kaden Carter and Katana Chase on Raw, Odyssey Jones is on Raw, Dijak's been called up to Raw.
That's a good one.
Would you like to see?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Why that wasn't in the draw, actual drafty bit, I don't know.
Yeah.
The Creed brothers are going to join up with Chad Gable at some point, so they stay on Raw. And Ivy Nile. He's the woman, she's the female one. Yeah.
Creed
was it announced?
Yeah. Because they're a faction.
Yeah, but Ivy Niles sticking around with Maxine.
No, that's Zoe Stark, isn't it? Oh, wait. I don't know. They're both... Yeah.
Zoe Stark's
It was
on
Shayna.
NXT.
Shayna, isn't it?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Shayna's on NXT.
Yeah.
I don't know where Zoe Stark is.
Yeah.
God knows where she's at the minute. And then New Catch Republic going to Raw, which is interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure they beat, and they're the number one contenders, and DIY are the number one contenders. I'm sure. Unless I'm in like some weird...
the number ones.
Yeah. Unless I'm...
That's maybe what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're swapping over the number ones and letting them go for the belts on the other brands.
And then have them both win. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, draft.
Yeah,
They need to do something with the format a bit more. As we said, maybe have it as one.
I would personally have it as one event and put it on social media. They'd have more eyes on it, and it can be a big sort of thing.
Yeah. But you have to see what the ratings are for Raw.
Yeah.
If Raw's ratings are down, similar to what SmackDown's was, it might be that they go, yeah, okay.
We fucked up.
Try and change this year. Yeah, it's just, I suppose, it's hard, isn't it? Because they have to build it up to be something. It's not necessarily a big thing.
Yeah, I agree.
It's jumping in draft season because it's the NFL draft and the NBA draft starts sometime in the next few months.
Yeah. It has started. The draft was this
the NFL
week.
One. Yeah, but the NBA one. Later
right,
on.
okay. Yeah.
God knows when baseball have where they won. NBL. There you go. American Sport Academy.
NBL.
Yeah. So that is it for this year's draft. Let us know in the comments what you thought.
Yeah, let us know. I would like your opinions. Do you think it's been a bit of a... I don't know the word. Is it lackluster? Is that the word?
Yeah. It's lackluster.
Has it been lackluster for you?
I don't think it's a disappointment because if you had your wildest hopes up,
yeah, you could have went full on
like a bit like
swap
it's just a bit like whatever.
Yeah,
kind of event. Oh, cool.
Yeah, and don't forget you can like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We're trying to give you some good content. Podcast went live on Monday. As about AEW Dynasty. We're coming to you next Monday with our reactions to Backlash. We've got a few things in the pipeline, haven't we? And where can you find us? On social media.
I haven't got it off on the screen. I haven't got it on the screen. Make a fan of you.
Yeah, he did it.
Off the top of my head. Now that the note's not there with the wrong text that you typed out.
We're still carrying on the argument from the podcast this week, guys. So
this is long-term storytelling.
This is storytelling at its finest. Yeah. Triple Ace book us for a match.
Do not book us for a match. Oh, God, we will get hurt.
I'll win.
We will hurt. This will be the Michael Cole match all over again. Yeah. Everyone boos out the building.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, no, thank you for subscribing. Hopefully we do hit that 1,000 subscriber mark as well. We're only 100 subs away.
Are we?
Yeah. You need to keep an eye, man. You need to keep an eye.
I thought we had like 20 subs, I'm not going to lie.
Right.
Keeping myself humble here, Tesh. Now I think I'm a megastar. Next video, I'm going to turn up the sunglasses on.
Do it, and a megaphone.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for watching the video. And with that, hit the music.